It's a danger zone. You in the middle of a war, don't leave your banger home.
Harlem.
Hello.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
My name is ATM Reed with All Time Media. Our whole purpose is giving a voice out to the voiceless. All right, Harlem, so this is our first time ever interviewing you.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, your upbringing, your age, and give us the rundown.
Okay, well, my age is, I was born in 1992, so I'm 31. I should not have had to think about that. My upbringing, I'm West African. When I came to America, I was 6 years old. I grew up in Harlem prior to moving to Philadelphia after I got out of jail.
Yeah.
I've been in Philly since 2012, maybe.
Okay, so you've been in Philly since 2012. What made you leave Harlem?
I got arrested and did some time in the feds. And then my mom had my kids at the time, and she moved to Philadelphia, so...
That's where you had to reside to?
Yep.
Okay, was it a culture shock for you moving to Philadelphia?
It was. It's definitely not the city of brotherly love. Like, dude, first of all, like, my personality is just so gregarious and outgoing and shit. And I had to realize a lot of motherfuckers don't like that in Philly. They call that shit Joe.
Oh, you Joe as shit.
Right, I remember my first time saying good morning to somebody in Philly, just a random person, and they was just like, do I fucking know you? Why the fuck is you saying good morning to me? And I'm just like, okay, go kill yourself. But not go kill yourself, I'm sorry.
It's not too much good energy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not gonna lie, Philadelphia was ranked top 5 most hated cities in America. Philadelphia was number 2. I think Memphis, Tennessee was number 1.
I was about to say, who the fuck was number 1? Cause it's just, it doesn't match the slogan of the city, city of brotherly love. And I don't know who founded that, but I'm pretty sure the four whoever founders of that, they didn't mean the city of black brotherly love. Pretty sure it's the city of Caucasian brotherly love.
Okay, so you think the other races stick together, unlike the black people? They really don't,
I think that white people founded this state, and they were sticking together at that time.
Okay.
And kind of still do to this day.
Yeah.
Some. We're getting a lot more white people on our side, though, than we ever have. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. That's great, man.
Color plays a part in everything. Look at our justice system.
So Harlem, if you don't mind me asking, or you say you was in the feds, right?
Yeah.
How long was you in the feds for?
43 months.
Okay. Is the case closed? Everything's closed, right?
Yeah, everything's closed.
Would you mind to say what you was down for, or?
So, I was down for basically drug trafficking.
Okay.
Possession of a weapon. And they tried to hit me with aggravated assault on a police officer, but that had got dropped.
Okay, so all right, so you was in the streets heavy.
Not really, I guess. I was in the streets. I was in that car actually when I got arrested. But it's that's nothing compared to this case I'm fighting now. So. Oh,
you fight another case.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's ridiculous. And you know what? Atlantic City, that's where my new case is. Atlantic City is worse than Philly.
You sure? Really?
The people there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty mean in Atlantic City too.
Yeah, and they're fucking, they sneaky, they, selfish, they, definitely like everybody's out for their self. Like, I should not be fighting this fucking case that I'm fighting.
What drew you to Atlantic City?
Okay, so it wasn't like Atlantic City specifically that drew me there. It was New Jersey. So, okay, what happened was I lost a child. My 3-year-old son died. So I kind of wanted to move out of Philadelphia just to get away from like the memories of everything. And when I Googled, because I have 2 other kids, 2 older kids, so when I Googled like best school districts, and like I guess in the state, New Jersey actually ranked the number 4 state for best school district. So that actually like shocked the shit out of me. But so because of that, I chose to try to find a place in New Jersey, and Atlantic City is the only place that like you can just get to like this on the bus. Like, so that's how that happened.
Okay. All right, so now you got an open case, which you're not going to speak on too much because I don't want this interview to harm it any other way. So the open case you have, you're not going to speak on it too much. But another question I want to ask, Harlem, how's your living circumstances now? You got somewhere to lay your head?
Oh, okay. So now, as of right this second, I finally do. But when I got released from Atlantic County Justice Facility, I got released to nothing because I was locked up or detained for almost 3 months. I lost my job. You can't pay your rent with commissary, so lost my apartment or whatever. Lost my car because it was just sitting there. So when I got released, like I got released to nothing and nobody. Like the only other person I would have had to depend on is actually on the case with me, which is my co-defendant, and my co-defendant is still being detained. So that was my only support system. Like I really like don't have family like that. I never really did well with friends. So I was homeless in Atlantic City, like sleeping outside some nights. Some nights I would look up and like meet somebody. So yeah, like literally was sleeping outside some nights. I would look up and catch a hotel room maybe, but that would just be for the night. So I have finally like convinced, okay, so Atlantic City's transportation and bus shit, it's not like Philly where you can just get on the bus and be like, I don't got car fare, and you can still get there. Atlantic City won't do that shit. Like
they kick
you
you
don't
off.
Freaking will. They won't even pull off from the stop until you got car fare. So finally had convinced like one bus driver to let me come to Philly for free, and got here. And I basically like, I like one of my old childhood friends I had stayed at, he had let me like stay like 2 days at his house or whatever, and then he gave me like $100 and basically told me I was on my own. So, oh my God, I was sleeping down here outside or in a abandoned
house.
Yeah. It just so happened one day, this guy walks up to me with this chick who was dope sick at the time or whatever. So, and I had some, and for me doing that and giving her some dope, he offered me a room to rent.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's like a motive to helping people, right?
Yeah.
You help me, I help you.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes it's supposed to be like that. One hand wash the other, we both wash the face.
Yeah.
But sometimes one person's motive for helping you is coming from a malicious place. Like, you gotta hope that the person that you do reciprocate that with is not on no fuck type time, because sometimes that shit can go completely motherfucking left.
Yeah.
Like, and don't nobody do nothing for nothing, for real nowadays. Like, I helped the girl out just to help her out. I didn't know that me doing that was going to lead to him offering me a room to rent. Yeah. Like, so that like goes to show, like you do shit out the kindness of your heart. Sometimes like that shit'll come back for you. Like, so thank God, like it came back for me, because this was right before the snow.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, yeah, it's cold. It was cold that day.
Yeah, I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like.
All right, so Harlem, are you battling any addictions at the moment?
Battling any addictions? I don't like that way of saying that.
Or dealing with any addictions? Or?
Am I partaking in extracurricular activities? Yeah.
Can I ask your drug of choice?
Trying to say if I want to disclose this to all of your YouTube subscribers who may know me. So, trying to think. Okay, so dope.
We're not judging over here. We're not judging.
No, I know you're not judging. The problem is whomever may see this video, who may know me, may judge. But, so, like, me partaking in that extracurricular activity, surprisingly, is not my downfall. Yeah. Or was not my downfall. Like, before I went to jail, it wasn't my, it wasn't ruining my life. Like, it's not it wasn't the reason behind me being homeless. Yeah. Shit, for real, it's the reason why I'm not homeless no more. Like,
your addiction? Yeah.
No, the drug of choice.
Really? Oh.
Because if it wasn't for me having dope and being able to get the girl, well, I would have never got offered the room for rent.
Yeah.
So
how you get introduced to using that? What some people call diesel, right?
Yeah, dog food.
Dog food, yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, like, that wasn't like my original drug of choice. My original drug of choice was coke.
Yeah.
At one point, like, I was a stripper when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So, working in a strip club, I had got introduced to snorting coke. So from there, I stopped for like a minute. And then I got locked up and got introduced to smoking coke. Yeah. Ironically, in jail.
In jail.
Yeah. Okay. Get strung out on drugs in jail, why don't you? But okay, and then but I came home.
Yeah.
And I tried it again a couple times, and then after me trying it, so I had like met this boy. He was like my homie, like in South Philly or whatever. Yeah. So long story short, I had wound up getting diagnosed with cancer, and my medical insurance wasn't really covering my pain medication as it should have. So the boy, my homie, he actually was like, oh, well, you know, if you're in pain or whatever, try this. And that's actually how I got introduced to dope.
Dope.
So.
Has it Been harder for your life since then? Since the dope been introduced to your life?
Ironically, like, no, like, I don't want to like sound like I don't even know like weird or whatever, but like
Yeah.
I manage my drug usage pretty well, like, and like I said, everything that has led to like my demise or this hard ass phase and obstacle I'm going through in life, drugs like literally had nothing to do with any of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and doing drugs had nothing to do with like my downfall in life or leading me to this fucked up phase and obstacle I'm trying to get through and over.
Harlem, may I ask, like, what are you doing to make ends meet in life? I know you gotta feed yourself, you got a habit to feed.
I will not self-incriminate myself.
I respect it. I respect it.
But prior to me not self-incriminating myself, I was a home health aide.
Okay.
And I was making like really good money, like $1,500 a week money.
You might as well get back into that lane.
My client is my co-defendant, and he is incarcerated still. So, yeah.
Harlem, how you feel about the women, you know, they fall victim to doing dates and selling their bodies?
Oh my God.
What's your input on them?
It's just so many other ways to, like, okay, let me just start off, like, I don't knock nobody hustle, like, I'm not judging anybody, but at the end of the day, like, there's just so many other lanes you could do to get money besides degrading and subjecting yourself to that. Not only that, like, you're putting your life, they put their life at risk every time they get into a car with somebody. Like, you never know if that's the last car you're ever going to get the fuck into. Like, and for the amount of money that they're doing it for, like, bitch, you can go work at McDonald's and make more than that. Like, these girls out here selling themselves short for fucking $10, $15, $20 for fucking sex majority of the times. Like,
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and it's wearing on them, like, badly. Like, and I hate when motherfuckers be like, oh, you know, it's the drug, it's the drug, it's the drug. I don't fucking believe that shit, because at the end of the day, I've done hard drugs. I did hard drugs. I still dibble and dab and partake in hard drugs, and yet that drug has never made me cross certain boundaries, like certain moral standards I have for myself. Like, period. Like, the shit is ridiculous. You can go be a fucking stripper. Well, actually, they can't be a stripper now because they done wore they so all the way out. But
what made you leave the stripping stuff alone?
I had got into a relationship.
Okay.
And then I got pregnant with my last child, with whom just passed away. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, Harlem.
Thank you.
Harlem. So when's your birthday? What's your sign?
7/11. I'm a Cancer. Okay. July 11th. Ew.
What's your favorite food to eat?
Cheeseburgers, pizzas, and ish kabibbles, chicken cheesesteak. Cheese steak.
All right. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Okay. All right, I got two answers to that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
A would be, I would live on the ocean on a boat, like but like near like the islands or whatever, like where I could just like, what do they say, cruise, drive, whatever, my boat to just different like little hot, warm, beautiful places. Like I literally would, that's like my, like, oh my God, if I could get the money to do that, I would buy a fucking nice ass houseboat and live in the fucking water where there are no fucking laws.
Okay. All right. Seems like you got outgoing personality, Harlem.
I kind of do.
I feel as though you can get your life together, man. Do you plan on leaving the dope alone? What they also call as dog food?
I mean, yeah. Eventually, you know, you can't do it forever.
Yeah.
Which surprisingly, probably wouldn't have been my answer if you'd asked me that a couple years ago.
I could see you getting clean off it, Harlem.
When I was doing drugs. I probably would have told you, my mom ain't raised no quitter.
Oh, yeah. But now you thinking otherwise, right? It's more than life, Harlem. It's more than life, and I know you know that. Yeah,
and now I've coped with a lot of the trauma that I've been through. Like, I had a fucked up childhood, like a real fucked up childhood.
I got to ask your childhood, Harlem. Can you give us a little brief rundown? You won't keep it too long.
Okay. Well, my dad, biological father, started raping me when I was 9 years old. Didn't stop until around 13, 14 when I got pregnant with his baby.
Your actual father?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, that happened. And that's when I came and lived with my mom. And then when I was living with my mom, I was being molested there by my stepdad's brother.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
So, from that point on, my life was just like, I don't know. I just never had a childhood. It was just shitty. It was fucking shitty.
You've been through a lot, Harlem. You've been through more than a lot of people I know. And you in your early 30s? 90s, baby?
Yeah.
But won't you use all that trauma, that hurt, for something positive, man? This is what I want you to do, Harlem. I don't know if you have done this already. I want you to write down some goals. Start little. Write down some goals on a paper and try to work on them goals. You know? Are you religious at all?
I have done that before in my life.
Give it a shot, Harlem. Manifestation too. You know, when I ask you where you want to live, manifest it. Speak it into existence. You know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Harlem, I ain't gonna hold you up. The drug dealer dudes is mean mugging me.
Oh yeah, it's my shift.
Yeah, so, I'm not scared of them guys. I'm a tough journalist, but it's like, we gonna wrap it up though, Harlem. I appreciate you for your time. Them guys mean
mugging you because they want you to interview them. They want some money too because they ain't making shit on the block.
Oh man. All right, we out, man. ATM Ray. Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below. You want to start a business with YouTube? You want to get started creating a podcast? Purchase our new ebook and get all the information you need for only $10. My name is ATM Ray, and I will offer informative steps, advice, and ideas to seek potential success in YouTube and podcasting. Remember, get all the information you need for only $10. Link is below or above.